Hello everyone, this is Stephen Balch, your instructor for Introduction to Computer Applications at Ozarka College. Today what I'm going to do is give you just a little bit of feedback on the Word Module 1 activities that I finished grading late last week. And then I'm going to tell you what we've got coming up due for Word Module 2 early next week. Okay? So the first thing is, like I said, I did finish grading the Word Module 1 assignments last week. I believe they were due Thursday evening, and I graded those, or finished grading those Friday morning. So hopefully you've already gone in and looked at your grades for those activities and read the corresponding grading comments. If you haven't done that, go ahead and do that as soon as you can. Let me know if you have any questions at all. Like always, I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have on the grading comments. Overall, most of you did well on the Word Module 1 activities. So it's obvious that you're putting the time and effort in, and so that's great. So keep up the good work on that. There were a couple of students that didn't turn in some of the assignments. There were also some who had some formatting issues and didn't follow the formatting guidelines for the documents. And so if there are things like that you missed, that will be in the grading comments. So just carefully read through the grading comments, like I said, and let me know if you have any questions. I try to be very specific on the comments as to why I'm counting points off. So like I said, just let me know if you have questions about that. One of the things I noticed that a few of you had problems with was the changing the paragraph spacing. So because there were a few of you that had that problem, I'm going to go ahead and open up the flyer that we did for that first assignment in Word Module 1, the washing hands flyer here. And I'm going to show you that some of you are having problems with applying the paragraph formatting to the right paragraph, and also to the right place in relation to that paragraph, either above or below that paragraph that you have selected. So let's go to the Layout tab. That is where you can change the paragraph spacing for a paragraph. So on this paragraph right here that shows the title How right above the numbered list, it wanted you to change that paragraph spacing below that paragraph to 0 point. So the way you would do that is you would click on that paragraph, okay, so that the insertion point's there. Then you go up to the Layout tab in the spacing, or in the paragraph group, and then the spacing section of that group, there's a before box and an after box. So in this case, we wanted to change the spacing after. So we would change that change the spacing after box to whatever it said. In this case, it was 0 point. Okay? All right? It wanted you to do the same thing for the when heading above the bulleted list. All right? So again, you'd go up to the Layout tab, and then the spacing after box, you would change that to 0 point. Okay? And it would just take out that paragraph spacing below that paragraph. Okay? Now, on the paragraph down here, the signature line, which is the last paragraph of the flyer, it wanted you to change the spacing above that paragraph. Some of you, instead of changing above, you changed it below, which is not going to work because it's not going to put that spacing, proper spacing between the signature line and the paragraph above it. So when you are applying paragraph spacing, just be careful. Take your time and make sure that, first of all, that you're on the right paragraph first, that the insertion point is on the correct paragraph that it states in the instructions, and then make sure you're changing the before box if it says before the paragraph, or the after box if it says after in the instructions. Just make sure that you're paying attention to that. A few of you, I think, kind of worked through it a little bit too fast and you clicked on the wrong box, and some of you clicked on the wrong paragraph. So it wasn't a huge number of points for that, but that was really one of the common things that I noticed that some of you had problems with. Now, that's going to be, make sure that you understand how to do that, and if you need to practice that, go back and practice that, because we will be using that type of formatting later on in later documents that we create in this course. So make sure that you understand that. If you have any questions, just let me know, and again, I'll be glad to answer any questions you have. All right, let me close out of that. All right, so let's see. Yeah, and then like I said, there were some other formatting things that I had to count points off for, but again, just read through the grading comments for explanations on that. All right, most of you did well on the Word Module 1 objective test, but I did notice most of you only took it once. Just as a reminder, you don't have to do this, but as a reminder, you can take that test as many times you want to up until the due date. So if you don't do well the first time, you can always take it again. All right, up until the due date for that test. All right, now that brings us to what we've got coming up due next. So if we go to the activities page in Miles Arca, right now we are on week 3 of the semester. I know it doesn't seem like we should already be on week 3, but we are. It's kind of going pretty fast here these first few weeks. But you'll notice under week 3 there's nothing due this week, but make sure that you're working on the Word Module 2 activities this week, because they are due the first day of next week. So you'll notice under week 4, the Word Module 2 activities are due Sunday, February 9th. So you have just a little under a week to be working on those activities and get those submitted. As you're working on Word Module 2, if you have any questions, just let me know. You can also, in fact, I would rather you ask your questions on the Word Module 2 help discussion right here. Because that way, when I answer your question, other students in the class will be able to see my answer, and it may help other students in the class that are having similar questions or problems as they're working through their assignments. Okay? Make sure that you remember that on the assignment 1 page for Word Module 2, make sure you read through all the instructions, and then you'll notice there are demonstration videos at the bottom of the page here. And in those demonstration videos, I take you step by step through the process of creating the document. In this case, you're creating an MLA style paper. It gives you all the text, and basically you're going to enter all the text first and then go through and format the text using the MLA style format. Okay? And it explains all this in your textbook, and I also explain it in the demonstration videos. So if you're finding it difficult to work through the steps in the textbook, go ahead and use those demonstration videos. That's what they're there for, because in those demonstration videos, I basically take you step by step through the process of creating the document for assignment 1. And then once you do assignment 1, you can take what you learned from that one and do assignments 2 and 3. Okay? So, like I said, just be working on those now. And I already kind of talked about this, but in Module 2, you're going to be learning how to properly format an MLA-style research paper using citations and bibliography tools in Microsoft Word. Okay? Just make sure you're carefully following the instructions. This is one of those modules where you're really going to have to take your time and pay attention to the instructions. Use the demonstration videos to guide you, especially for those of you that really have not done any kind of MLA style paper before, and where all this is new to you. It's going to be really critical that you Take your time. Don't try to do it all in 30 minutes because you probably won't do it correctly. It's going to take some time. So because of that as well, it would be a good idea to go ahead and get started right away on these Word Module 2 activities. Okay? And like I said, just let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be glad to answer any questions you have. So again, the Word Module 2 assignments, or assignment 1, 2, and 3, and the objective test are all due by Sunday, February 9th. All right? And so, like I said, be working on those. And that's all I have for you for today. So enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend, and I will talk to you again sometime next week. Thank you.